Hey, Bacon Air 650 back here again. I want to make a response to actually my own video of the PTS Masada long-term review. It's important to understand that that review was done and looking at the gun from a long-term perspective, so a lot of the comments on there are going to actually focus a little bit on the negative sides of the PTS Masada. Additionally, it's also a reflection of the production of the PTS Masada right out of the box and whether or not it's ready to go. And I want to talk about what actually makes the PTS Masada actually a really great gun to own, and that's the community support around it. There's a lot of great guns on the market right now, like Crytek, and they've kind of set a really high bar of really great guns, and they have a really dedicated fan base around it, but that's because the gun itself is really good. Now, like I mentioned in my long-term review, the PTS Masada does have a lot of flaws on it. Namely, the hop-up I find to be really subpar, and it really is mandatory that you upgrade it. Additionally, there's what I would call several design flaws within the gun, but the community, regardless of all of this, continues to support the Masada, and we've found ways to fix a lot of the problems ourselves. Now, PTS came out with a reinforced gearbox, but someone in actually our community, the TL Masada CNC gearbox, actually made a gearbox. I've never heard of a community support like that. If you think about it, Crytek, if they had some flaw in it, do you think one of their fan members would actually go out and create a fix for it? Probably not. We've even seen this with KWA, that even though they had such a huge fan support from the gun at one time, as soon as some of those compatibility issues kind of started coming up, the fan base was really looking for a new gun, and a lot of those KWA people went with Crytek's, which I don't blame them. They're looking for a gun that you can just pull out of the box and go. You can't blame people for wanting that. The Masada takes a little more dedication into fixing the problems that it has in order to make it compete or be better than a lot of those guns, in which case, if you take the time to work on a PTS Masada, it will be a great gun like any custom gun. And there is a Facebook page for the Masada owners, so if you own one, I highly recommend you join it on Facebook in order to reach out, find out what you can do to make your PTS Masada great. I'm going to come out with an upgrade video of what I did to my Masadas, or at least this one, and come out with kind of some suggestions on how you can make your Masada great compared to its what I would consider subpar performance out of the box. And there are some people out there who think the Masada is great out of the box. I'm not one of those people. I think it should have been a lot better for the price point, especially when they originally announced how great and robust the gearbox was going to be. And this was during KWA times where they kind of set the performance of this is what a robust gearbox is, and then before that G&P, and both of those companies had reinforced gearboxes right out of the box. It was really surprising that the PTS didn't. I understand economically why they did it, but I don't agree it was the right choice. For those who share that opinion or want to make their PTS Masada better, I'll come out with a video of what I did to my Masada to just make it a laser beam shooter. This is Bacon Air 650 with Crazy Cat Airsoft. Have a good day. Little whisper.